My name is Howard, and I'm an editor.
Hi, Howard.
I don't know how I got started. I know it wasn't on purpose. I guess it was just the way everybody starts. I started noticing typos. I didn't do it every day. I didn't feel like I had to do it. It didn't interfere with my life. I didn't think it would lead anywhere. I just felt words should be spelt right. Proper punctuation, apt word choice. But before long, I wasn't just correcting people's conversations. I was running a lit mag, wallowing in the slush pile. Now, I am ready to accept Web 2.0. I sincerely believe that there are no editors. We are all creative writers. I ask for your help and your prayers, one word at a time. Actually, I retired at the end of last year, and rather than go cold turkey, I decided to make my daily blog into a book. So out of 3,000 daily posts, I boiled it down to 150, my best takes on life. It's called An Old Junker because I am. I turned 71 yesterday, and it's not easy being 71 on Yom Kippur, let me tell you. Thanks very much, therefore, for giving me a chance at this advanced age. It's a thrill to be here at Litquake and to read to you today. My book is a bunch of shop talk, lit crit, some memories, and some rants. And I'd like to share today one denunciation and two prophecies. Here's a letter I wrote to the President. Dear Mr. President, we regret to inform you that your older daughter has been killed in action defending the dusty city of K. She had dismounted from her rusty pickup and was aiming an RPG at a Taliban drone when she stumbled and stepped on a weapon of mass destruction. Her body was so incinerated that there was nothing left worth putting into a body bag. Please accept instead this folded up U.S. flag. We hope that this war, which we elected you to withdraw from, is ended before your younger daughter is deployed. If necessary to end this war, we urge you to conquer the entire Muslim world. And please accept our belated congratulations on winning the Nobel Peace Prize. Like so many people who live in San Francisco, I'm an immigrant. I immigrated from New York when I was a young man, just as my grandmother emigrated from Ireland in 1912. She was a nurse, and she met a medical student whose ancestors had made cannons during the Revolution. His parents threatened to disown him if he persisted in seeing this Irish girl. He refused to stop, and they did disown him, so he had to get a job with the telephone company. I went to a prep school in Connecticut founded in 1915 by rich Irish families whose sons weren't admitted to the WASP schools. When my brother joined the New York Athletic Club, which was founded because Irish weren't admitted to the WASP clubs, he urged me to join. But I flunked the application questionnaire because I refused to answer two questions. One, have you ever changed your last name? Which is a nice way of saying, are you Jewish? And two, are you now, or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? The American dream has come true for me, as it has for Barack Obama. In 1971, which was a long time ago, about 40 years ago, when computers were still run by punch cards, and if you messed up, you had to wait until the data center turned your job around the next day, I wrote a Rolling Stone cover story and dreamed of a wonderful future. Just as the Industrial Revolution concentrated the means of production in the hands of a few, so the electronic revolution will return the means of information processing to the many. Soon you'll have your own talk show over picture phone. The Bell system doesn't think of their gadget as a communications module of the future, but it is. Picture phone will, or should, give you your own basic camera to carry around and plug in at any convenient booth or into your cassette to access anybody, any infobank. In 1958, when I was a really young man, I anticipated Facebook. It was at the beginning of sophomore year at Amherst. My classmate Kirk decided that we could sell Smith Facebooks to incoming Amherst freshmen. So I stood at the foot of the stairs where the class of '62 came in to register, and I pitched them. I sold a few, but mostly the deal was considered a ripoff. And in the spirit of frosh-soft rivalry, some of my customers found me asleep in my dorm, seized me, and chopped off several clumps of my hair, which was, of course, humiliating and the perfect way to start sophomore slump. While we were still in the planning stages that summer, Kirk had introduced me to an incredible high school girl, Ginger, who lived near him in Darien, Connecticut. Her sister became a Hollywood starlet. She was that beautiful. Eventually, I was one of Ginger's escorts at her coming out party. Eventually, she came to Stanford. Eventually, she served on my board. Eventually, her life fell apart. And one day, when her ex-husband came by the house, she shot him in the leg, and then shot and killed herself. In conclusion, I'd like to read the last section of an old junker, which is called Portrait. I once sat for an artist drawing with charcoal, but I felt stupid lounging on a sofa. I receded while he chattered and puttered away, and the results were lifeless. Posing for photographer Dennis Ledbetter, however, was different. For one thing, his camera is a big old wooden thing. It looks more like a toy than a weapon. At first, I hoped to project something craggy, like Winston Churchill posing for Karsh, but that was obviously beyond me. I knew that fashion models threw poses, so I tried that too, with similar unsuccess. What I really wanted to express is that life had taken its toll. I didn't turn out pretty, eyes hooded, dark circles underneath, nose turning purple, weak jaw, incipient jowls, wispy whitish hair, ears rather large, bold shirt not fooling anyone. But the eyes are resolute. You may look into them and see my unfathomable sadness and sorrow.